Hi everybody, welcome back to the show floor of MacWorld 2011. My name is Mike Shrimp for the Unofficial Apple Weblog. You can tell that you're in our booth because it says the Unofficial Apple Weblog, TUAW, behind us. I am thrilled to have this next demo on. We've been waiting a little while for it. Brian Friedlander, thank you so much for coming on. He is with Canson, and their product is called Papershow. Now, Papershow you may remember from last year at MacWorld, kind of a big splash. People really enjoyed it. We heard a lot of good stuff about it. I think we chose it in our Best of Show.
It was Best of Show, yes,
yeah,
2010.
One of the things that we focused on as well. And now you're back again at MacWorld this year with a new version of the product.
Correct.
Called Papershow for Teachers.
Exactly.
So,
we listened to educators and teachers and instructors, and we added a number of features that they wanted included. So it's much more feature-rich than the enterprise version.
Now, Papershow is a cool mix of like old technology and new technology. And as we were saying before we started here, it's kind of tough to explain in words. It's kind of easier to show. So why don't you show us just what the basic product does, and we can talk about the teacher version.
So I'm using a digital pen and a pad paper.
So yeah, and this paper is special paper. It's got dots, I heard on it.
Yeah, it's got a micro dot pattern in the background, and the camera, the pen has a camera that takes 70 pictures a second, so it knows the geometry of where the pen is at any point in time. And then I also have very easy to use controls. I can control the size of my width of my tip. I can pick a color, so now you can see that I can actually draw.
Yeah. So and then the way it works is, so you move the pen around this pad of paper, and then if we have the video of we have Dave Kalo, his very own MacBook Air we're using as our demonstration. We'll talk about that in a second too. Whenever you draw on the paper, the writing goes straight to the screen.
It's we use Bluetooth technology to stream the ink right from the paper and the pen to the computer, and so it's nice. It's a great mixture of paper and pen, which is easy technology. A lot of teachers, instructors are very comfortable with that. But the nice part is now we've digitized it, so this now becomes, I can share this as a PDF file very easily with my students. It's also a very popular tool for those people that are doing webinars, where this becomes your virtual whiteboard for sharing information.
You plug the computer in a projector, and then whatever you write on the paper, wherever you are, it just goes up on the screen. And this toolbar is really cool as well. Like you said, like not only can you just write on the paper, but we can look at the video here. But whenever you hit on the toolbar,
so I've selected the arrow tool, and now what I'm going to do is just going to point to PDF, and you can see I now have an arrow on my screen. I can also put a sticky note right down here, and I can write on that, maybe to get students' attention. But this is a really popular tool also for those people that are doing webinars using WebEx, GoToMeeting, Glance. So they do a screen sharing session. This becomes their whiteboard. They can share the notes, and everyone is literally on the same page.
Yeah, it goes straight up to the screen and do that. And then, okay, so that is Papershow, the technology. That's what we saw last year.
Right.
Papershow for Teachers is this new version of the product.
Right. So we added a kind of hide and reveal tool, like a window shade, so teachers can put problems at the top of the page and have the solutions at the bottom. We also added a magnifying or a zoom in feature, so now I can click and I can zoom into a range.
Wherever you move that pen.
Wherever I move that pen, it zooms in.
Wow.
Okay. We've also added a additional palette with 72 more colors, and also an on-screen calculator that's fully functional, so that students can actually do intermediate calculations. And we also can measure the length of lines, so I'm going to use the line tool.
Yeah, this is tough to do upside down, but it's really cool. You draw lines on it.
I draw a line. I'm actually going to move that, and now I'm going to measure. So what I'm going to do is put my pen at the one point and put it on the other, and you'll see it's approximately 2.1 inches. and I can do that for measuring angles as well. So we have a lot of math teachers that are very interested in using this in their classroom. It's very easy for them. They're used to paper and pen and writing. And we also have a lot of teachers that, even though they have interactive whiteboards, they like using the paper and pen technology.
It's really cool. So you've got not just like the drawing, painting functionality,
Right.
but with the teacher thing, you can actually do things like measure real spaces on the paper, measure real angles, and do that on the paper as well.
And we can always, what's nice is this is digital, we can always undo, so you can see I can remove things digitally. It's still on the paper, but the students would see whatever on the computer screen.
Right, so whatever's on the screen.
Right. And if I want to add a page, I click on the add page, and now I'm able to get a new page, and I could start writing. But unlike a regular traditional whiteboard, I can move back and review what I did previously. So when you're teaching, it's really nice, because if you taught before, as soon as you erase, the student says, "Can you review that?" And by the time you did that, it's totally erased.
It's all gone.
It's all gone, or I can go back to the current page as well. So it's a really, I think teachers find this really easy to use. It's a natural for them, pen and paper, but now we've taken it to the next level, and because what we can do is we can save everything as a PDF file and then share it out. And a lot of teachers are using Moodle, they're using Blackboard, they're using Google Sites, and it's a very ubiquitous. PDF is so ubiquitous that it's easy to share that information out.
Cool. It's really neat to see in person too. Like I said, hopefully it translates across here. But yeah, whatever you put on that paper, it just sort of goes up, and you can do nice. Once you save it as a PDF, you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, and the beauty of this is that it's real time. There's no delay. As soon as you put the pen to the paper, it just streams right to your computer.
And there's no interface. If you can draw, that's the interface that you would use.
True, and with some simple controls, we get teachers up and running really fast, which is really key to using this technology. Cool. You don't want something that takes a long time to train. Cool. It's very natural for them.
Now, if they're interested in this technology, there's two different ways to get it. The original version of Papershow is still on sale and still available,
and we call that the Enterprise version.
Enterprise version.
Same functionality, but less features. And then we have Papershow for Teachers, which has been out for about 8 months. It's doing really nicely.
And it comes with the Bluetooth dongle, and that just plugs in, and it works on anywhere. Like, this is actually not your computer.
It's not my
our
computer.
You just plugged it in and went with it. And it comes with a pen, of course, and then a pad of paper as well.
Yeah, and also it comes with, you can also, for those teachers that want to have a background picture, there's a way where you can actually print on our interactive paper any images, charts, graphs, and then you can then annotate on top of that.
So you put the graphs on the paper and then draw right in those.
Exactly.
How much is the Enterprise Edition? How much is the Teacher's Edition?
The Enterprise lists for $199, and the Teacher Edition is $249. We are having some special show offers where the Papershow for Teachers is $230. That's including shipping and handling, and the Enterprise is $184. And those will run through the middle of February.
Cool. Brian Friedlander, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Papershow.com?
Yes, it is.
Papershow.com if you want to learn more about it. Thank you so much for stopping by and showing us Papershow. Stay tuned. We've got more coming from MacWorld 2011 in just a little bit. My name is Mike Schramm for the Unofficial Apple Weblog. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.